All right. Ooh, the box is too big. Let's unbox it. All right, I nicked the box. Beautiful. 55-year Seiko Diver's Watch anniversary. And as you can see, we have a limited edition. I'm gonna get this box out of the way because it's too big. I'll edit it out, me moving it around. So we have the warranty card in here and the movement book. Just get this foam out of the way. Oh, there she is. Look at that. What a beautiful box. I love this box. Seiko doing the big boxes. The Diver's 200 meter. All right, so you get an extra silicone strap in blue, signed buckle, and one in black. Same thing. Very cool. And there, as you can see, the history of Seiko's Dive Watch 1965 55-year anniversary. You can pause the video and read it if you want. I'm going to try to give you a good angle. Hopefully it is legible. But basically, it talks about the Japanese Antarctic research expedition where the watch proved itself in 1966. And that is the inspiration for this watch because it has a deep blue marine Antarctica deep water look. That was the inspiration for it. And then that baby blue seconds hand is some ice to give it some pop. There it is. Wow. What a beautiful piece. Okay, let me move this tank. All right, we're back. I moved some things around, but I wanted to keep the box in the view because it's beautiful. 55-year anniversary. I love it. So first up, thanks to Kavar Jewelers for lending in this piece so we could check it out. It is for sale. If you want it, email me. It can be yours, this exact watch, and I'll give you a discount code. Now, it is limited edition, so the discount might not be as big as, let's say, it was on that Batman we did recently. This watch was released when this watch was released, the Blue Willard. So they're kind of brothers, although they're 5 years apart, 1970, 1965. So introducing the brand new Seiko SLA043, otherwise known as the 62 Mass Recreation, not reimagination, not reissue, recreation. So it's the original company remaking the original watch in modern times. Now that's worth something. That's special, and I love it. Seiko themselves saying this is a recreation. So big deal, important watch. 62 17 8000, the original 62 mass skin diver, 150 meter water resist. Let's check out the case shape. Beautiful, stunning, squared off lugs, iconic Seiko look. That beautiful taper right at the tip, sharp edge. You guys are probably noticing the steel looks different. It has a beautiful, vibrant white look to it. Kind of like 904L stainless steel that Rolex uses. Well, this steel is special. It's a new kind of steel. It is Seiko proprietary alloy stainless steel, and it is the world's most corrosion resistant steel in watches. So it's perfect for a dive watch. And also, Seiko is saying this steel has never been used in the watch industry before. So some people were speculating that it's the same steel Rolex is using, the 904L, but Seiko hinting at it and saying this has never been used before in the industry means it is their own blend. So it's still a mystery. I emailed Seiko and I asked them, can you help me? And we'll see. I'll put it in the pinned comment. I'll pin a comment if they respond. But guys, sometimes they take a month to respond to me. Man, look at this. This watch. This watch is so special. I feel like I have history in my hands and it means something. I really love it. This color, I know I'm a fan of blue usually, but they're making a black one of this, and I think that's the one I might go for. I don't know. What do you guys think? So I went to pick up this beauty today at Kavar Jewelers, and he had the new Submariner 41 millimeter, and I'm gonna digress a little bit. So I played with the Submariner, beautiful watch. The chapter ring rehot was misaligned by a couple notches. And oh, but the bezel lined up, so that was a plus. And they were happy about that. So it seems like some of them might not line up. But anyways, beautiful watch, but I don't believe and I don't see how the price difference between this, when you hold this and when you hold the sub, the new one, they're so similar. I can't believe the sub is 3 times the price, because that's what you're actually going to pay for it, unless you can get it at AD, and then you're just going to pay about double the price of this. So I just don't see it. I can't believe it, but I still love it. My 2 favorite brands, Rolex and Seiko, 2 giants of industry. They created history. They advanced horology. They're both, you know, I love history. If you're on this channel, when the company has legacy and prestige and history in watchmaking, that's what I love. So you can tell which brands I love, mostly just from that Longines, Omega, Rolex, Seiko. Those are my key. Those are my top, you know? All right. So I digressed enough. The movement. Now this one has a little bit lower end movement than the 037 from the trilogy that came out earlier. That one was limited to 1,100 pieces, the SLA 037. And I believe the first recreation, the SLA 017, also had 1,100 pieces. This one, 1,700 pieces, but instead of the high beat, 36,000, they're using a medium beat at 28.8. So a little bit of a disappointment. We're not getting the high beat. This is the 8L35 movement from Seiko. It uses the MEMS technology, so there's no pressed parts, hand assembled in Japan. So a little bit of craftsmanship involved. Very nice movement. It's got 50 hours power reserve, hack, hand wind, 26 joules, and of course that beat rate that we talked about, 28.8. So it's an excellent movement with high quality parts. It's gonna maintain its accuracy longer than a typical Seiko movement, and it's gonna, whatever it's at, it's gonna stay at for years and years to come. All right, guys. So that's the movement. Let's check the measurements. Now, these are my measurements that I got from my calipers. Diameter, 39.8 millimeters. Thickness, 13.9. However, it has that domed sapphire, as you can see. And that domed sapphire is about 2 millimeters. So Seiko rates this as 14 millimeters. I got 13.9. Some people think that's a tall watch. It's because it's all glass, top heavy glass. It's not gonna feel like a tall watch on wrist. We're gonna see this on my wrist very shortly. And the most important, the lug to lug, 48 millimeters. So amazing sizing. This is the sweet spot for most people, and it's absolutely perfect. And with that new high quality steel and that high quality movement with no pressed parts, all milled, forged, and MEMS, you're getting an amazing package. Now the bracelet, there is none. You get 2 silicone straps. That's kind of a ding for me. I wish they made a bracelet. I wish they put as much effort as they did on their beautiful cases on a bracelet for this thing and just bring it up a level. Forgot to mention there's a signed crown with the word Seiko on there, which I love. Now the case back, since we're talking, ooh, look at that. It has the dolphin. I'm not going to peel the sticker. The lucky owner who buys this will get that honor. And the number on this one, what's the number? Let me just zoom in. 979. That's a good number out of 1,700. It just, you know, when there's a double digit, like 717 or 617, you know what I mean? So that's cool. 979, very nice number. And I love that dolphin. I wish they would put it on their lower end pieces. Come on, Seiko. The dolphin is so iconic. This is exactly like the original 62 mass. The bezel is an exact clone, 100% exact clone, except for the materials, aluminum. But look how beautiful aluminum ages. Good Lord, that looks so good. Unfortunately, we have ceramic. That's the new fad in the watch industry. People state ceramic like it's godsend, although it's just rocks. I'm going to blame Rolex for that with the ceramic sub. When people talk about a good watch, they'll talk about like a micro brand, like a fake Seiko, and they'll be like, sapphire ceramic for $199. No, that doesn't make it good. No. Anyways, so the bezel turns amazing. So I was playing with the new Rolex and I was turning its bezel, and it feels basically 90% the same. This a little bit more stiff, which I kind of like. And the Rolex had a little more audible click, but they're so close. I was turning them, turning one, turning the other, turning one, turning the other. I was like, wow, these are very close. Both amazing bezel inserts and bezels. All right. Now that sapphire, this thing has some kind of a HD anti-reflective coating. It is so clear. I think Seiko calls it the super clear coating. That's their name, not me. And it's amazing. Just gives you a better view of that dial, and you can see that distortion. Let's see. We have that beautiful Antarctic marine blue. That was the inspiration from the box, and it is stunning. And I know I'm a fan of blue, and this one's a special blue. And that seconds hand, look at it. Oh my God. It is ice baby blue. So the icebergs on top of that marine blue, that's what it is. It gives you a little bit of a splash, a little bit of vividness. Very nice. I like it. What do you guys think of that? I can't believe Seiko used a blue seconds hand, a baby blue, ice blue seconds hand. It's just cool. And of course we have the stick hands and batons filled deeply with lume, just like the original. This is a recreation, and what I love is what they write on the dial exactly like the original. Well, the original had the word proof in it. This just says Divers 200 and 26 joules. Right? Let me see. DiaShock 26 joules, Divers 200. Yeah. So the original one said DiaShock 17 joules. Remember, it was 6217. That's very cool. And Seiko automatic at the top. The word Seiko is applied. Beautiful. Frame date window. Oh my God. Exactly like the original. The most faithful. But of course, much improved. Especially with that new steel. Seiko says the new steel is hard to work with, but you know, they managed. As you can see, they made it beautiful. I love the whiteness of this steel. I wish they would bring this steel to more watches. Hopefully in the future, affordable ones. Now, the price. This one, I have the Canadian price. I'll do the conversion. I'll put the US price on the top, but I forgot it. So 5,995. So about 6,000 Canadian dollars. And that's a bargain. That's a bargain. When you hold this watch, and if you're a Seiko fan, if you're into history of horology and moving mankind forward and the study of time, you can appreciate Seikos. I know I get a lot of snobs on my pages, and they always say, oh, I'd rather get a Swiss watch for that price. Oh, for that price, I'll get a Tudor or Chuda or Tuda, however you want to say the name. Stop correcting me with the word Tuda. I say Tudor. That's it. That's how I say it. Anyways, and now I lost my train of thought. So if you don't care what people think and you just love watches and you're a fan of Seiko, 100% you would spend this money on a Seiko. But, and I'm not knocking you guys, of course. Everyone has their own tastes. Everyone has their own spending limits. Some people have their own built-in laws and rules. But if you care about image and the mind share of society, you're definitely gonna lean more towards Swiss. And usually those types have the opinion of, I would never spend that much on a Seiko. Let's compare these two. So this 149 has the same dial as the 037, the predecessor of this one. So as you can see, the dials are different. Seiko's own words, the same blue dial on the 37 and the 149. So the dials are very different. This one has a deep blue rich tone. This is more matte and muted. Which one do you guys... A lot of people complaining about the 149 with that thick bezel, but it's not a recreation. It's a reimagination. So it has that DNA, it has that heritage, but it is different. It is a new way of thinking. If this thing had the 6L in it, that new movement from Seiko, oh man, that'd be unreal. We'd be getting a much higher quality kit. But anyways, I'm digressing. So there we go. Maybe I should do a video just comparing these two. I don't know how it would go, but let me know down in the comments. All right, man. This one definitely a nice thinner bezel. Creates a little bit of a bigger look, eh? Or no, what do you guys think? It is a smaller watch by, on paper, 0.6. This is 40.5 on paper. This is 39.9. So, it's interesting. Anyways, let's do the wrist shot. I'm gonna put this on because it's silicone. I hope the new owner doesn't mind. All right, there it is. Oh man, so beautiful. I'm so tempted to sell all my Seikos and get this from Kavar. You have no idea. Look at that steel. Man, I hope Seiko answers me and tells me what this stuff is. It looks better than the 904L. Man, and that brushing. I can see the brushing from here. It's just so amazingly textured. I can't believe it. So some people are like, oh, it's too tall. It's too tall. It's not. It sinks into the wrist. Look at that. It's because of the dome. The 2 mils on the dome. If Seiko put a flat crystal on this, it would be a 12 mil watch. Yeah, it's sitting amazing. Man, I don't know if you guys can tell. All right. For comparison, I switched to this. Man, this is so tough. Doing some gymnastics back here for you guys. Hope you appreciate. I trying to give you a little bit of a comparison between the affordable and the non-affordable. Or sorry, the affordable and the luxury model. Man, this feels amazing. I wonder what the weight is. It feels awesome on wrist. This watch is a dream. That's it. It's a dream. Man. And thank God I got to play with that Rolex today, because it makes me appreciate this thing even more, which I thought would be impossible. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to start reviewing Rolexes, because I do have access to them. I just always say no to them. Now, 111. 111. Beautiful number. Beautiful weight. I love it. That's so light. That's why it felt so comfortable. Let's check it out on the time grapher. All right, here it is. We got 11, 11, 11, 11. This is going to be the biggest difference with the Rolex, because Seiko doesn't regulate these. but it's going to do 11 in all positions, so it can easily surpass Kosk. But of course, it is a business, and Seiko will only do that if you buy a Grand Seiko. You could get lucky and get a better one, but generally, the 8Ls I see on the forums, they're doing +5 to +15, and it's just luck of the draw. The person making the watch, when they do that one adjustment to get it into its tolerance, whatever that hits at, that's your number. They're not gonna focus and take time to adjust it. All right, but you got a beautiful straight, dead straight line, strong amplitude, 0 beat error. Oh man, the movement is high quality. It's just not regulated. And I'm sorry, I forgot the noise, and it's extra annoying because it's a medium beat, 28/8. All right, let's check the loom. It's 11. Oh man, this thing is so consistent. Okay. I don't know if I would regulate this. I'd be a bit too scared to touch it because it's so expensive and the movement is so expensive. So I would just take it as it is. Okay, so here's the loom. Stunning as usual. You can see it reflecting on that dome. Kind of looks like it's chaptering. But look at that distortion. Much easier to see with the loom activated. Wow. So high def. This crystal is amazing. Oh man. All right, so just for reference, let's bring out the Willard. A little bit brighter on the SLA, especially in real life when I'm looking over the camera. Yeah, looks a little bit brighter and more consistent. Because when I look deep, I'm looking around the camera in one of the Willard ones, I see a little bit, let's say, shading, and on here it's solid throughout. Wow, very nice. Man, look at that. Impressive loom. Of course, Seiko Lumabrite, but on a 62 mas, even better. Here it is in some half lighting, and that blue is just stunning. That marine blue. I'm a fan of this watch. Some negatives is I wish they would regulate it, but of course they don't, and I wish I had a bracelet. Other than that, this steel is stunning. In this light it looks kind of like normal steel, but in every day you're gonna see the white, very vivid white hue of it. It kind of looks like white gold. Beautiful steel. I'm just so blown away by it. After spending time with it, I don't want to give it back. And yeah, I think I have a new watch I want. That's this is special. It feels really high quality. You know how I say sometimes a watch has a positive impression of quality? This one has much more than that. It has that quality, but to the next level. It just feels amazing. It's a special piece, and especially if you're a fan of Seiko, it means more because it's the first dive watch, and it is a 62 mas from Seiko, so that's even more special. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.